Hey, it's Jordan here. We're gonna do a quick low body kind of self-release for when you're training really hard, 5, 6, 7 times a week. And we wanna try and keep out of seeing a physio or massage. We're just a quick little low body treatment to try and help you through the week. So with that, a lot of people that I find have a bit of an excessive anterior pelvic tilt. What can happen here is all the quads, the hip flexors get really tight and they shorten up to try and compensate there, and then the glutes get nice and weak. So we're gonna try and release those and release these to help you get into more neutral position, and this will help your lifting. So we're gonna start by the hip flexors. So we wanna try and get on iliopsoas here. So we're gonna try and go just medial to the ASIS here. And we're gonna place the ball just down from that. So the ball placement is right there. So this is the first one we're gonna do. So we're gonna land the ball here in that nice form, almost just on your elbows here. You are then going to find a nice tender spot right in there. You're gonna then bend your knee and extend your knee. A way to progress this is bend your knee, come into some lateral flexion or external rotation and internal rotation. So we're just trying to find that one spot. With all this self-release stuff that I do, I like to stay on one particular spot, move the body around instead of rolling around too much. So once this spot kind of dissipates, I can roll around, find another tight spot and stay there again, focusing on moving the body and releasing into that, letting it just sink in and releasing into that nice tissue there. So this is a great one. I feel like a lot of my athletes come in with tight hip flexors, a lot of pushing. All of my desk workers come in tight hip flexors because it adaptively shortens to the seated position. So this is a good one for that. The next one we're gonna do is your TFL. So TFL, we're gonna try and attack the lateral side of your hip. So again, close to your hip flexor, connects to the IT. Big, tight, strong muscle here. So we're just gonna place that ball there. We're gonna kind of come on a bit of an angle here. So you wanna have that left hip so that all the weight is pressing on that lateral aspect of the hip. And again, same thing, bend the knee, internal, external rotation. Just let that ball find a nice tight spot and work it out. Now with all this stuff, with all this self-massage, I wouldn't stay here for too long. It's a good, 1 to 2, maybe even 3 minutes each spot, and then you move on to the next one. So it's a good self-release, but it shouldn't be like an hour-long session. So again, that's probably enough there. I'm gonna roll around, find one other spot. Again, just move the body around, and then we're gonna move on from there. Okay, so that attacked this part. We're gonna now get into a bit of the growing. So we're gonna try and attack the adductors. A good one for that, just kind of go where they all attach, all through here. So I'm gonna come onto my side, bring my hip up to 90, my knee stays at 90, place the ball there, and then I'm gonna turn my other hips down. So now I'm creating a bit of tension down this way, so I don't need to add any extra pressure. And again, same thing here, just doing some quick little extension of the knee there. This one is not going to feel very nice, but that's okay. So just nice and slow, work with your breathing. And you don't have to be super intense about this, so you don't need to focus on trying to get into that extension. Just feel what the body feels and kind of work through it yourself. So push a little bit further each time, but it has to be within your pain threshold. So that's a good one there. We are now going to go into the posterior aspect of the leg. So we're going to get into the hammies. So you're just going to sit onto any chair. This one will have to do. So we're going to sit. Going to place that ball on the lateral aspect of the hamstrings. Going to get that bicep fem. And again, same thing. You're going to extend and flex. Be nice if I had a little bit more room here, but this is just to show you guys the concept, and then you guys can perform this anywhere, at a desk, on a chair. Just let that sink in. So again, if I want to get into a bit more, I can externally rotate the knee there, find some nice tissue, and really focus on kind of extension, activating that muscle, and then flexing it, getting the whole muscle fibers. So again, finding in one more spot, extension, flexion, just finding all that nice tissue there. Okay, the last one we're gonna do is we're gonna do the calves. So you can use that same size softball, and again, placing it on the lateral side as I find where most of the tension is. So just at the top there. We're then gonna add that extra weight on top. And again, we're just going to move the body. So dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, ankle eversion, inversion, all that fun stuff. Just trying to get all the muscle tissue there. All right, perfect. So it's a good quick little self-massage routine that you can do pre or post-workout. If you have any questions, comment below.